And this is the final image of the book, which became the book cover. And that is where I'm going to end my presentation so that I have a chance to make some final art, some live art with you, I should say. And then I will be happy to take some questions from the audience. I hope we're doing okay on time. So I explained a little bit about some of the materials that we use to make the art in this book, like paint and collage. And I actually have some paints here that I'm going to mix up, some gesso and some blue for the sky, because I'm going to, you see my easel right here? I'm going to recreate the cover of the book a little bit using, I have two different kinds of blues. Another blue I'll mix up, squirt down on my palette, use a little bit of gesso to thin it out. Gesso is just a type of, what do you call it, binder? Transparent surface preparation. Okay, so I'm mixing up the paint. Here's my paint palette, blue paint. I'm going to paint. I like to do things pretty loosely, letting the texture of the paint show through by making broad strokes and some thinner strokes. Okay, while we let the sky dry, I have my glue stick here. I just use Elmer's glue. And I also have lots of different sort of collage materials that I've collected, like ticket stubs and notebooks, and I've created some painted collage myself. I have a piece of brown collage that was acrylic paint on newsprint. I'm going to cut this out for the boy's head. So as you can see, I'm just cutting. I'm going to cut like a circular head. Making space for an ear. Even it out a little bit. Okay. So that's about the shape of his head, I think. I'm going to put a bunch of glue right now down on the back of this circular shaped head. Don't worry, I will leave room for the details after, but I just want to get the two main shapes down. I've got lots of glue on top of this. I'm going to paste it down right here. The paint's still wet, so it kind of helps with this sticking. Okay, so here we have a head. I have another piece of collage, sort of a lighter skin color, this craft paper. I'm going to do the girl's head. Make sure I have an ear for her. Circle. See how that looks. How does that look? Okay. It's pretty good. Okay. Put a bunch of glue on it now. So this is something you could try at home. The thing that I like about collage a lot is that if I don't like something, I can always stick something else on top of it, or even just pull it off. Okay, let's do a crossover, and I'm going to create, a third piece of collage. Oops, that blue still had not dried, but that's okay. That's okay. This does not have to be perfect. I have a third piece of collage that I'm going to sort of invent what the central crossover of the Venn diagram might look like. It would be maybe a mix of their two faces. How's that? Okay. Then I can do the details. I might just draw the details in, and then at the end I can add more collage on top for more details. But here we've got this, like that. It's kind of like shows the crossover, right? Okay. Here, let me put a little more glue underneath her neck. Okay. Put clothing on them after. Okay. So I'm going to use a black Sharpie. I'm going to draw. I'm just going to draw the hair. I may use some collage after for this, but and his hair. Curly, 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 curly. Okay. One eye. Oops. Too much blue on their face. And we've got one eye in the center. And I'm going to kind of draw the star in their eyes so that I color the whole thing in yet. And then we've got an eyebrow, and an eyebrow, and an eyebrow. Okay. Now, her little nose, her mouth, and his nose, his mouth, ear, her ear, and I think we got the kids, their faces okay. I want to add more details though. This is the fun part. Let's see. I'm going to cut a shirt for him to wear. How do we like that? Okay. Okay. And a shirt for her to wear. All right. I think she needs more hair in her ponytail. If I had more time, I would probably paint the features rather than use markers. And I got some sort of star collage here, so I'm gonna like actually cut a star out of the star collage, kind of a little bit meta, but you know, and then I can put some like stars in the sky that way, just for fun, right? Okay. I think it's having a bit of a difficulty sticking because the paint hasn't totally dried, but let's try it anyways. Okay. And what else do we have? Do another one or two more of these. I'll do a star out of that polka dot material that's the same as his shirt. See, I just like to have fun. Now that I'm getting going, I'm like, I could try this. I could try that. You know, so much fun. Okay. Whoop. Glue. And the other thing I love about collage and mixed media is, I don't know, it's not realist. It's not super, you don't have to worry about being so like exact about everything. There's a lot of room for play and experimentation and just being yourself, you know? That's what I love, which kind of goes with the theme of this book, you know, that we're all unique. Okay, I've got some stars. You know, I'm going to make a star for the eye too. Even though I left it blank, I'm still gonna, I think I still want to have it look, match with the other stars in the sky. I don't know how this is gonna come out, but Let's see. Kind of small, but that's okay. Kind of goes color-wise, right?
That's beautiful. That's extraordinary.